And my prediction is that there will be far more robots, like intelligent robots in the world than there will be people. And I think this is most likely to be a good thing. We always want to be a little paranoid or certainly not complacent about the safety of robots. But I think it will usher in an age of not universal basic income, but universal high income.
The richest person alive just said that robots will outnumber humans and that the economy could be 10, maybe 100 times bigger than it is today. That's not a warning. That's a prediction of extraordinary abundance. But here's the question he didn't answer. And it's the one that matters most if you're running a business right now. Who actually captures it? Because if the last 3 years have taught us anything about AI, it's this. The technology doesn't distribute its benefits evenly. The people who are organized, who have their knowledge structured, who can make fast decisions, they compound. Everyone else gets busier, not richer. Elon Musk was speaking at a technology event in Israel, and this interview is one of the most concrete visions of the AI economy I've seen from him. I've pulled the moments that matter for anyone building right now. This channel is about the exciting progress of AI and the real challenges it brings. This one's both. Subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it.
Tesla full self-driving software, which is really just AI and cameras. We don't use radars or LiDAR or anything like that. It's really trying to drive the car in the same way that a human drives the car, which is human drives the car primarily with vision and with a biological neural net. That we take the same approach with our vehicles, which is a digital neural net and cameras. And I expect this approach to ultimately be at least an order of magnitude safer than humans driving, because the car feels like it is sentient. It actually feels like it's alive, and you can actually, as we improve the software, you can feel the sentience growing in the car. It feels alive, and I think we already have some vehicles operating with no people inside and no safety monitors in 3 cities in Texas, and probably will be widespread in the US by the end of this year.
An order of magnitude safer, driverless, no safety monitor, 3 cities in Texas by end of year. That's not a concept, that's a deployment schedule. And notice the framing Elon is using here. A digital neural net replacing a biological one. The same intelligence running on different hardware. He uses this framing again when he talks about robots, and is worth holding on to because it changes how you think about what AI is actually doing to the economy.
The world's going to have a lot of robots in the future, and what Tesla makes is effectively 4-wheeled robots right now. And in the future, we'll also be having humanoid robots. You're seeing a lot of startups with humanoid robots, and my prediction is that there will be far more robots, like intelligent robots in the world than there will be people. My guess is, if say like 10 years from now, probably 90% of all distance driven will be driven by the AI in a self-driving car. So overwhelmingly, it'll be quite a niche thing in 10 years to actually be driving your own car. The car will drive you. I think there will also be humanoid robots that are pretty much everywhere. And I think it'll be pretty cool. I mean, because who wouldn't want their own personal C-3PO, R2-D2, but even better than that?
Here's where I want to pause. Elon is describing a world where every business, every small business, every 3-person studio, every founder running 5 client retainers has access to autonomous intelligence that does the work. That is the upside. But think about what that world actually requires of you operationally. If you're going to run a business with intelligent agents doing the work, whether that's a humanoid robot or a software agent, those agents need to know what your business knows. They need your processes, your client context, your decisions, your SOPs, your brand voice. And right now, for most businesses I talk to, that knowledge doesn't live anywhere. It's in someone's head, in a Slack thread from 6 months ago, in a document no one can find. The robots are coming. The abundance is coming, but you have to be ready to receive it.
Because you can think of the output of the economy as productivity per capita times the population. And if the robots are extremely productive and you have a lot of them, you're effectively going to have an economy that will be maybe 10 or even 100 times bigger than what it is today. And that's why I think it's going to be a future of universal high income, where pretty much anyone can have whatever they want. There are larger questions of meaning. So how do we derive meaning in a world where AI and robots can do anything better than we can do? Because that is probably where we're headed. But I think people will still find ways to have meaning.
100 times economy, universal high income, pretty much anyone can have whatever they want. I want to believe that. And based on the trajectory I'm seeing in FSD, in Optimus, in what Dario told us about coding, I think Elon's directionally right. But here's what Elon didn't say, and it's the thing I keep coming back to. Pretty much anyone, not everyone, not automatically, pretty much anyone. The 10 times economy doesn't distribute itself. It flows to whoever is ready to work with the intelligence layer, not just aware of it, not just consuming content about it, actually building with it. And the founders I see who are on the right side of this shift, they share one thing. They're not the ones with the most AI tools. They're the ones who've structured what their business knows so that when intelligence becomes abundant, they can actually use it. The ones who haven't done that, they're going to have a lot of very expensive, very capable AI that still doesn't know what they're trying to build.
I always like asking this question: what is the future that you want? Like, well, what do you think the future is? What's the best future you can possibly imagine? And a lot of people are often, they're like a little surprised by that question, because it's like, well, let's say praying to God and you ask for this, for a given future. What future do you want God to give you? And probably a future where there's amazing abundance for all, where everybody has incredible medical care, and we have this, and in fact, where say anything can be cured, where no one is hungry, and people are free to do what they would like. I think that's probably the best future.
And peace and love.
What future do you want? It's a bigger question than it sounds. And I think every founder, every builder, everyone watching this channel should sit with it for a moment, because Elon isn't just describing a macroeconomic forecast, he's describing a design constraint. If the economy does become 10 to 100 times larger, the question isn't whether there's enough to go around. There will be. The question is what you're building toward, what you want your business to look like on the other side of this transition, what problems you're solving, what knowledge you're capturing, what decisions you're making deliberately, and which ones are slipping through the cracks because you're too busy to find them again. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I've been building something in response to it, which I'll talk about properly in the pillar video below. But for now, Elon's right about the direction. The 10 times economy is coming. The only question is whether you're ready to receive it. If you found this useful, subscribe. Every video on this channel is trying to do the same thing. Take what the people building AI actually say and help you act on it in your business. I'll see you in the next one.